All right, good afternoon, everybody. Time for a little baseball. I'm sorry I'm late. Um, you see if you're just coming in, you see the title. I'm trying to get some help from my beautiful wife here while I'm getting back into doing play-by-play. We're in the top of the fourth. We have no score. Miguel Vargas at the plate. They check at first. No swing. The count's 1-0 to Vargas, who was 0 for 1, facing Trey Yesavage. I'm going to be apologizing profusely because I was not here on time. I was out running around and I was messaging a lot of people as well. 1-0 pitch, high, 2-0. Trey Savage is on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. The White Sox are trying to take 2 out of 3 in the Rogers Center, aka the Sky Dome. They got a runner at first in Murakami, who led this inning off with a walk. No score in the fourth. Blue Jays won yesterday 1-0. The pitch, low. It's 3-0 to Miguel El Tigre Vargas. Sick Diggy, how are you, my man? Sick, do me a favor and get this stream out to everybody that you can. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to do a few more today also. The 3-0 pitch to Vargas is whacked foul down the third base line. The count's 3-1. Three and one the count. Murakami at first. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And the count's full, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to El Tigre. Miguel Vargas. I'm trying to get as much help as I can today and tomorrow. Tuesday's my birthday, so I'm doing a stream for that. What's up, A Pizzle? But today is for Dr. K. The payoff pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to third, grab wide, throw to second, 1, return to first, not in time. So 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the fourth inning. Pizzle, I got that project for you just about done. I just need to finish it, and I will do whatever I can to get it finished tonight. Clement, a little late in getting the turn for the double play. So 1 out, 1 on. Savage is throwing 48 pitches, and here is Chase Montgomery. A turn and throw to first, runner back. Vargas picked up a few hits on Friday, and then he got hit by a pitch in the late innings. Sox won the first game 12-4. They lost yesterday 1-0. Montgomery at 221. He struck out his first time up. The pitch on the way is a strike, and the count is 0-1. This is my birthday week, and not only am I going to celebrate that, I'm going to celebrate my family, and I hope you all can join me for said celebration. The 0-1 to Colson. A swing and a ground ball. Base hit in the right field. Vargas makes the turn. He will head to third without a throw. And the White Sox have something cooking in the fourth inning with 1 out. That got by Keys at first base. So now runners at the corners and 1 out. Blue Jays go sky blue tops, white bottoms, white numbers and lettering. White Sox go black tops, gray bottoms. Here is Andrew Benintendi hitting at 242 coming into this at bat. Yesavage from the set position at the belt. The pitch on the way, a swing and a high fly ball in the center. This may be deep enough to get the run home. Catch is made. Vargas tags. He's coming in, and he will score. And the White Sox lead 1-0. So already they have more runs than they did yesterday. They got shut out in a great pitcher's duel. So Benintendi gets a sac fly, and the White Sox get the first run of the game. 56% of the time this year, if the White Sox score first, they win. That was down and in. That pitch was down and in to Benintendi. Now here's Braden Montgomery in the sixth spot, who's 0 for 1. The pitch. Strike called on the corner. The count's 0-1. LXST, what's going on, my man? I'm doing this for me to get me back in the play-by-play booth, but also doing this for my wife, Jodi. And if y'all can help the Snow family out, here's the pitch. Strike called right down the middle. The count's 0-2 to Braden Montgomery. And if you guys can help via Cash App or PayPal, you see the ID scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It would really be appreciated. 0-2 the count. The pitch. Swinging a slash foul to the left. Count stays where it is at 1-2. I'm going to have to make some corrections as I go along because this is a new board that I designed. And I'm going to add the scoreboard in between innings. And the game center is going to be for lineups and such. The pitch, high and wide, 1-2 to Braden Montgomery. White Sox just scored here in the top of the fourth. They lead 1-0 against the defending American League champions. They've won 4 out of 5 against the Blue Jays. Now time is called as Montgomery steps out of the left-handed batter's box. I'm getting back into doing play-by-play, and I'm so happy that I am. I took a lot of time off. The pitch, swinging a foul out of play to the left. We'll do it again at 1-2. So anything you all can donate to the hashtag Snowstrong Family Cause, that would be terrific. And like I said, today is for Dr. K. The pitch on the way. A swing and a ground ball. Base hit in the center field. Throw to third is cut off by the shortstop. Colson Montgomery stops at second. And now the White Sox have something else cooking. This time with 2 out here in the fourth inning. Now Valenzuela will go out and talk to Savage. Trey Savage, who was a great pitcher down the stretch last year for the Blue Jays. He pitched in the 7th game of the World Series and wound up giving up the tying run. And then the Dodgers took it from there, and they won in 11 innings. Thank you, Sick. Appreciate it. We are internationally syndicated as Sick Dickey comes to us from Norway. Montgomery at second. Colson Montgomery at second. Braden Montgomery at first. 2 out. White Sox are 4 for 23 with runners in scoring position this series. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1 with a fastball. And also what I want to do while I'm working on getting my commercial driver's license, I'm going to push the membership, the YouTube memberships, and the Patreon. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2 to the veteran Randall Grichuk. 87 miles an hour on that pitch. They had a full house Friday night. They had a full house yesterday. And then on a sun-baked day in Toronto, they have a full house again. 0-2 the count. With 2 down, the fourth. The pitch on the way is low. Bounce in front of the plate. Valenzuela gets a hold of it, and the count is 1-2. Tried to go low and away with a fastball, and Valenzuela did a good job of blocking it. This is the 50th year for the Toronto Blue Jays. The pitch on the way is low, and the count's even 2-2. Between innings, I'll add the scoreboard that I'm going to use. 2-2 the count. The kick and the pitch, swinging a high fly ball into center. Center fielder is under it. He'll track it down and make the catch, and the inning is over. The White Sox hit a run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave a pair. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's the White Sox 1 and the Blue Jays nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Okay, I'm going to stay here instead of taking a break. I am back using my desktop now. I got a better desktop on the way, courtesy of my good friend Lazarus. What? One for me and one for Doc. One for the Doc. What in the world? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Don't want it. Dadgum. I'm looking at all of my scoreboards on sportscoresbot.com, which is where I get my scoreboards from. I might do something else with it. Are they back yet? Yep, they're back. All right, I'll have to wait to the fifth. We got fifth inning trivia coming your way also. I'm still gonna. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, and I'm also going to be hustling, looking for sponsors while I'm doing my driving. This is an all-in. This is what they call an all-in push, and I'm making it. Sean Burke starts the bottom of the fourth with a fastball inside to Ernie Clement, who's in the leadoff spot today at 0 for 1, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. A fastball can't be the end-all of pitches. For the most part, it was for one Nolan Ryan. Sean Burke from the chest high wind delivers the pitch. It's a strike on the inside corner with a breaking ball. And the count is now even at 1-1. Sean Burke in his fourth inning of work is now pitching from the lead. From the windup, here's the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a bouncer foul, third base side. And the count's 1-2. One ball, two strikes, nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth inning. Burke is ready. From the windup, here's the pitch. A swing and a bouncer to third, foul. Count stays where it is at 1-2. You know, I'm very late in getting on air. Like I said, I had a few errands to run. And I'm having you guys help me put this set together. This will be the final time I change this set. The pitch. Swinging a high fly ball in the left. That's pretty deep. Montgomery back in front of the wall, and he makes the catch. What a catch by Randall Grichuk. A leaping catch at the wall to save extra bases. Hang a star on that. What a catch by Randall Grichuk. That was going to bang off the wall, and Grichuk said, no, you don't. And he takes a leadoff double away. And Clement, with the clearly frustrated, but a great play by Grichuk. Nathan Lucas now steps in. He's 0 for 1, and he swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. This feels better now when I get in the booth and I'm not afraid to put the headset on. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside. And the count's even 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Bottom of the fourth inning, 1-0 White Sox. Sean Burke is ready. From the windup, here's the pitch. Swinging a foul out of play, third base side. And the count is 1-2 to Nathan Lucas, who was 0 for 1 on the afternoon. I need my Yankees to get it together, says William Ruffin. Well, they're going to be minus Aaron Judge for at least 60 days. The pitch, high and tight. The count's even 2-2. And welcome in, William Ruffin. Thanks for joining the baseball broadcast. Charles Adderley is with us. Great afternoon to you, my friend. This is not only a scheduled stream, but an emergency one as I'm trying to help out my wife. The pitch, swing the ground ball to third, back-ended. Long throw by Vargas, not in time. Great play by Vargas to keep it in the infield, but was unable to throw out the runner Lucas. And now the Blue Jays have the tying run aboard with 1 out in the 4th. Oh, great stretch by Murakami. Did he? Yep, he beat it. Luke's beat it. Lucas. It's Nathan Lucas, not Luke's. I kept saying Luke's last year. So Nathan Lucas is on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And Vladdy Jr. is at the plate. Burke from the stretch at the belt. The pitch. Swinging a high fly ball in the deep center into the shallow left. Randall Gritchett comes on. He makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. So Vladdy's retired, but they're not out of the woods yet until they get that 3rd out. And Vladdy knew it when he swung at it that he got under it. Here is Okamoto, who is 0 for 1. The pitch. Fastball strike right on the inside corner. The count's 0-1. If you guys can help out the Snow Strong family as I do this to not only turn it into a career, but to get some help for my wife, Jodi, hit the Cash App and the PayPal or the Venmo if you can. It would be greatly appreciated. The 0-1. Fastball strike right down the middle. The count's 0-2. So thanks, Charles Adderley, for coming on. Charles, do me a favor and get this link out to everybody that you can. Burke kicks and deals. Fastball outside, bounced in front of the plate. And the count's 1-2. Inspirational Truth says on the move, but dropping in. I appreciate it. I'm doing this I'm telling everybody this. If you can, get the word out because today is for Dr. K. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball into center field. Going out is the second baseman, Antonacci. He makes the catch and the inning is over. Blue Jays leave 1. We go to the 5th. Peters, Romo, and Antonacci due up for the White Sox, and the White Sox lead 1-0 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner.
I nearly hit the wrong button. And I got to make this scoreboard right. So give me a moment. I know you don't see my lovely face right now because I'm adding pieces as I go along. So I want to make this permanent. I want to make this set permanent so you guys don't see all of the different moving parts that I'm so used to having. We go to the 5th. 1-0 White Sox. Trey Savage back to work for the Blue Jays. And what happened? I lost my string for a moment. No, okay, it's back. All right. 1-0 the count. 0-1 the count, I beg your pardon, to Tristan Peters, hitting a .296. He's got 6 homers. He's driven in 37. I lost my string for a moment. I apologize. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. to Tristan Peters, one of several players for the White Sox this year that owns a walk-off hit. From the chest side wind, the 0-2 outside with a fastball at 94. And the count's 1-2. Fifth inning trivia goes like this. Who is the only team in MLB history to roll 2 triple plays in the same game? Once again, who is the only team in Major League Baseball history to turn 2 triple plays in the same game? There, how's that for the scoreboard? Y'all like that? Nice and simple. Your Savage is ready. Rocks, kicks, and deals. Low, 2-2. How's that scoreboard? You guys like that? I'm trying to find one that fits the size, but this is the one that'll do for right now. Victor Locke is with us, one of my many broadcast partners and our chief engineer at Snowman Multimedia. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Peters is gone. He's now 0 for 2. 7 strikeouts for you, Savage. And there's 1 out in the 5th. Once again, our 5th inning trivia goes like this. Name the only team in Major League Baseball history to roll 2 triple plays in the same game. I usually have a counter on who's watching, and as well as my live subscriber count. I will add those probably after the game, because when this game is complete, I have to go run a very important errand. I have to pick up my daughter from work. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul out of play for Drew Romo, and the count's 0-1. Romo fouled out his first time up back in the 3rd. He's got 5 homers and 11 RBIs, hitting 132 on the year. Is Savage with a deep breath. From the windup, comes home. Up, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a sinker that didn't sink. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2. Maybe the White Sox will return the favor in another great pitcher's duel and win this game 1-0, but I got the feeling it's going to take more. One and 2 the count. From the windup, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Romo's gone. 2 down in the inning. Second strikeout of the inning. 8th of the game for you, Savage. Good young pitcher. What I'm also going to do, because I was in such a hurry to get this game on and get this stream started, I'm going to have different colored polo shirts on. First pitch to Antonacci is whacked to second. Up with a Clement, tossed to first in time. And the White Sox go up and out in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Trivia answer and more baseball coming your way. White Sox 1, Blue Jays nothing on the I wish I could say that, Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Bruck's Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brucksnightguard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady.
All right, I got to get the timing down, Pat, for commercials also. I think I'll shorten it all down to like 2 minutes, maybe a minute 45. We'll see how it goes. To the bottom of the fifth, and Dalton Varsho lines the first pitch to the backstop foul for strike one. On one the count. And a ground ball to second. Antonacci with a toss to first in time. One down in the fifth. I think what I'm going to do tonight is a bonus baseball game, and I think I'm going to do Sunday Night Baseball. I'm going to do Sunday Night Baseball because I really want to get into the planning and more of the details. Victor has been with me for a lot of play-by-play, and he knows I am a madman when it comes to preparation. Here's a pitch outside the Keys for ball one. 60-second pitch thrown by Sean Burke. As I mentioned, terrific game yesterday in a pitcher's duel that the Blue Jays won 1-0. Here she comes upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. You don't see a lot of paper in dugouts anymore. Next one, swing a foul. Or it's 2-0. Then now it's 2-1. My mistake. Sean Burke is ready. From the windup, the pitch. Outside. Are they going to challenge it? The answer is no. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. The wind, the kick, and the pitch. Fastball, strike, and the count's full 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. White Sox leading 1-0 on a sacrifice fly by Andrew Benintendi. The payoff pitch, swinging a foul, fly ball to left, Grichuk under it. Circles the wagons, makes the catch, 2 down to the inning. I'm starting to get that groove back. I'm starting to get in that groove. Even when I've been away from this, I know a lot of people told me, Victor included, it's like riding a bike. And he's right. Although I will say out loud, I've had a conflict internally about covering the WNBA. And I made the decision to step away from it until I can call it objectively. The pitch to Valenzuela is swung on and popped up into left. Under it is Tristan Peters. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. So the Blue Jays go 1-2-3 in the fifth, and we're done with 5. It's the White Sox 1 and the Blue Jays 0 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world. get there. Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Top of the sixth inning, White Sox 1, Blue Jays nothing. Munetaka Murakami swings at the first pitch for strike one. He walked back in the fourth inning. He's 0 for 1 on the afternoon, hitting at .233, but this is a bona fide superstar. The pitch on the way is a strike on the outside corner. Murakami says, oh, no, it isn't, and they're going to look at it. And it's not. So that gets overturned. And that makes the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Good challenge by Murakami. 1-1 the count. Nobody out here in the sixth. And the pitch, swinging a foul out to the left. And the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Murakami. 0 for 1 in the afternoon. Your Savage kicks and deals, swing and a miss. Murakami's gone. 1 up, 1 down in the sixth inning. I owe you guys a trivia answer. And who's the only team in Major League Baseball history to turn 2 triple plays in the same game? That would be the Minnesota Twins. July 17th, 1990. It's one thing I'm going to add I'm going to add trivia back to the broadcasts. Here's Miguel Vargas is 0 for 2. He takes a strike right at the top of the zone. The count's 0-1. Vargas 0 for 2. Struck out, grounded into a fielder's choice, and scored back in the fourth inning. The pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into left field. Left fielder under it, makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 outs, and here's Colson Montgomery, who was 1 for 2. See a fellow with a Marcus Stroman jersey. I haven't seen a Marcus Stroman jersey in a while. Stroman was with the Cubs, the Blue Jays, I believe the Mets also. The pitch to Colson is a strike on the inside corner, and the count's 0-1. Colson is 1 for 2. He singled in the fourth inning. Hitting at .223. He has got 23 homers to lead the club, 56 driven in. The pitch is a strike, and the count's 0-2. I got a question for you guys. Do you all want to see the scoreboard? Can you all see that at all? If not, let me know. 0-2 the count to Colson Montgomery. Your Savage is ready. The pitch on the way is low, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the sixth inning. White Sox leading 1-0. Well, my desktop is blowing air at me as long as it's not whistling. 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul. We'll do it again. Colson Montgomery, as mentioned, 23 home runs. That leads the club. Miguel Vargas is 21. Murakami has 20. And the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a drive into deep right field. Going, and that's a gunner! So I lied. He's got 24 home runs. Montgomery with a deep shot into the Blue Jays bullpen. And the White Sox lead 2-0. That may wind up being a little bit of insurance for Colson Montgomery and the White Sox. Wow, what a shot. Now here's Andrew Benintendi, who drove in the first run of the game with a sacrifice fly. He swings at the first pitch for strike one. But you guys let me know how I can improve this setup here, because this is the basic setup I'm going to go with. Next one's a strike right down the middle. And the count is 0-2 to Andrew Benintendi. I may have to get some dental work done too, so I can correct how I speak. Here's a foul ball out of play, and the count stays where it is at 0-2. 2-0 in favor of the White Sox. Colson Montgomery with a solo shot here in the 6th inning. Savage winds and deals a swing and a drive into left field, and that is going to get down for a base hit all the way into the corner. Benintendi around first. He'll hit for second with a 2-out double. 15th double this season for the veteran, Andrew Benintendi. And the Blue Jays are making a call to the bullpen right now. Pitching coach will head out to talk to him. While we have a moment, why don't y'all tell me if I can make this setup even better? Because I'm looking at it right now on this monitor here to my left. And one of the things I want to do, I want to shorten the box, the camera box. I want it to be where it is. Matter of fact, let me take care of that. Let me do this. I can always adjust the camera later if necessary. But I want to make that box a little bit shorter so you all can see the scoreboard. Or I might add a scoreboard of my own, make it manually. Here's Brayden Montgomery, who was 1 for 2 on the afternoon. 2 hits in the inning, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1. Mason Fluharty up and throwing now in the Blue Jays bullpen, the lefty. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2 to Brayden Montgomery, who's hitting at 237. 3 homers. He's driven in 16. He is 1 for 2 in the 4th. And his first homer came against the Atlanta Braves. The pitch, swinging a foul. We'll do it again. Is that blank box going to populate something? Yes, it is. Inspirational Truth. It's going to populate lineups and game information. Like I said, I got started late this morning. Time called as Montgomery steps out of the box. I got started late this morning, but especially for baseball, that's going to be the game center. That's where all the stats will go and the lineups. I'm going to refine that too while we're at it. 0-2, the pitch on the way, high and tight, and the count's 1-2. I'm going to move the camera box, and I'm looking at it right now here on my left-hand monitor, over just a tad and give a little bit more room for the scoreboard, the game center, and the support box. Next one, swing a foul. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In fact, Inspirational Truth, if you guys come back at 7 o'clock tonight, I will put this game center box in motion with the lineups and the game stats and everything. I'm going to try it tonight. Next one, fouled out of a drive to left fielder giving chase, and he runs out of room. Count stays where it is at 1-2. Drea Savage up to 93 pitches here in the 6th inning. Next one, swinging a foul out of play again. And Montgomery's making Savage work. But this is a good young ball player in Brayden Montgomery. As mentioned, his first home run came against the Atlanta Braves, and that was a walk-off home run. A turn, but no throw to second. Two nothing White Sox in the sixth. They have 5 hits on the afternoon. Braden Montgomery trying to add more to it. The 1-2 pitch is a line drive, base hit in the center field. He just may have done that. Rounding third, headed for home. Here's the throw. It's cut off, and the White Sox lead 3-0. Benintendi scores. Now they got Braden Montgomery in a rundown. Ernie Clement will tag him out, but the job is done. Great job by Braden Montgomery with a line drive to right center field. He gets caught in the rundown for the final out of the inning, but the White Sox get a pair on 3 hits and no one left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the White Sox 3 and the Blue Jays nothing. Back after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Yeah, definitely got to work on the timing. 3-0 White Sox in the bottom of the 6th inning as Burke deals to Andres Jimenez, and he takes a curveball strike for strike 1. Andres the Giant Jimenez 0 for 1. He popped out in the 3rd. Burke from the windup delivers. A swing and a foul out of play, and the count's 0-2. Trey Savage's day is more than likely done. He's up over 90 pitches and was very frustrated with that 6th inning as they gave up 2 extra runs. 0-2 the count to Andres Jimenez. Here she comes. Swinging a line drive into side to second, and it's caught by Antonacci for the first out of the inning. I got to get my perception back also. Brayton Fisher now up and throwing for the Blue Jays. And the different thing is sitting here in studio as opposed to being live. My perception of whether something is hit high, hit deep, or medium as Class A takes a strike and the count's 0-1. I got to change that. I got to work on getting that better also. So it's building experience for me. It's building my network. And helping the family at the same time. John Clase is 0 for 1. He struck out in the 3rd. He offered at the pitch, and the count is 0-2. 3-0 White Sox here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the White Sox, or no runs on 1 hit for the Blue Jays. Burke from the wind delivers high and outside, 1-2. $74 pitches now for Sean Burke. He works first base side of the rubber. From the windup, here's the pitch outside, and the count's even 2-2. But yeah, to answer Inspirational Truth's question, that middle box will be the game center. Or I might repurpose it and make it something else. But I know I want to add some things to it. I want to add game information to it. The 2-2 pitch on the way. A curveball swung on and miss. Third strikeout for Sean Burke. 2 up, 2 down in the 6th. That was a cutter. And it was nasty. Here is Ernie Clement. And he takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Ernie Clement is 0 for 2, a pop out and a fly out, hitting at 293. 3-0 White Sox here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch on the way, high, 2 balls, no strikes. I think what I might do is a setup that I had before, which is move the big monitor here over here in the middle, right down the middle for a strike, and the count is 2-1. And then if I find the right connection, and I may go fishing for it later today before Sunday Night Baseball. Here's the 2-1, a swing and a foul out of play to the right. Murakami is under it, but he didn't get to it in time. Got fooled by the sun. That'll leave the count at 2-2. Don't want stuff like that to come back and bite you, but when you're playing in the sun, you're going to have problems. 2-2 the count. The pitch inside, and the count's full 3-2. Yeah, roof is way open in the Sky Dome. Payoff pitch inside, ball 4. Clement is aboard. Walks for the second time. Rising Rhino in the house, your CFL expert. What's up, Rhino? Hey, Rhino, who is your CFL team? Oh, by the way, Rhino, I am taking your advice on building the play-by-play back on my channel. And I thank you for that, brother. I really thank you for that. And while I'm asking Rhino questions, how was your birthday, my man? Mine is Tuesday. I'm a Stamps fan, but they're so mid. You been a Stamps fan for a while? Because my original CFL team has and always will be the BC Lions. Four years since I started covering CFL. Nice. Very nice. 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Nathan Lucas at the plate. Burke from the set position. Kicks and deals. High, ball 1. Who's your pick to win the Grey Cup this year, Rhino, from what you have seen so far? Because for me, my surprise is the Edmonton Elks. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1. Brayton Fisher and Tyler Rogers up in the Blue Jays bullpen, so we will see a new pitcher in the 7th in place of Savage. Beautiful facility, the Rogers Center in Ontario, the Alouettes. Okay, I can dig that. That's fouled out of play, and the count's now 1-2 to Nathan Lucas. And Burke is up to 85 pitches, so he may be out after this game. You got a favorite player of all time, Rhino? Favorite CFL player of all time? Or players? So I got a lot of them, but my first favorite CFL player was Doug Flutie. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive to right and got it. Brayton Montgomery makes the catch. The inning is over. We'll talk more CFL and more sports after this message. No runs, no hits, no errands, one left. Tyler Rogers will come on for the Blue Jays to start the 7th. Grichuk Peters due up for the White Sox. After 6, White Sox 3, Blue Jays nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Dadgummit, I did it again.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the kind of person that likes to drive a lot and your car is a little bit older and out of the normal warranty, keep listening.
To the 7th inning, and Brayton Fisher is now on to pitch for the Blue Jays. 3.59 ERA. Lefties hitting 228 against him. Righties 174 as Randall Grichuk pokes at the first pitch and pokes it into right field for a base hit. ITB and Tyler Collins with a couple Cash App donations. I appreciate that very much. So Grichuk is lifted for a pinch runner. Tristan Peters now at the plate, and he swings to the first pitch and grounds it foul, first base side for strike one. One strike to count to Tristan Peters. Nobody out. Runner at first here in the 7th. Fisher's pitch, swinging a pop-up foul out of play, and the count's 0-2. Another piece of baseball trivia. What I'm going to do also is incorporate some scores. I got to get a good pattern down again like I had before, and then I stepped away. Fisher from the stretch, looks in, gets his sign, and comes home. High, 1-2. What I'm also going to add to this, not only trivia, but scoreboard updates. Just get back in the mode of making it a real radio/television simulcast. Toss to first, runner, and Perez is back safely. Scoreboard update will come at the bottom of this inning. We're in the 7th, 3-0 White Sox. The pitch, strike 3 call on the outside corner, and Peters said, not so fast. He doesn't think it's a strike. And it did catch the corner, and Peters is retired. He didn't think it was, ABS says otherwise, and we have our first out of the 7th inning. So in terms of building the commercial packets, I'm going to make them. I want to make them 2 minutes, but that may be a bit long. Drew Romo, the 9th place hitter at the plate for the White Sox, facing Braden Fisher, who takes a long time at the set and now kicks and deals a breaking ball strike on the outside corner, and the count's 0-1. Romo is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. White Sox trying to make it 2 out of 3, and the White Sox just spent both their challenges in back-to-back pitches. So the White Sox are now out of challenges for the remainder of the game. The Blue Jays still have theirs. 0-1 the count. And I don't think that should have been challenged anyway. The 0-1. Swinging a bouncing ball to short. Backhanded. Throw to first by Jimenez is in time. And there are 2 outs in the inning. Peters moves to second base. Birthday Ask Snowman Anything comes your way Tuesday, because Tuesday I will be celebrating my birthday. And I think we're going to have a pitching change, and that we are. So Braden Fisher's day is complete. Runner at second is his responsibility. We stay in the top of the 7th. We'll take a break, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher after this.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Trey Savage's day. He goes 6 innings, gives up 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 9. Mason Fluharty, the lefty, is now on with 2 out and a runner at second here in the top of the 7th inning, and he delivers to Antonacci. It's outside for ball 1. Fluharty at the set. Lefty versus lefty. And the pitch to Sam is low. Runner throws back, and Perez is safe. Valenzuela tried to pick off Perez, and Perez says, oh, no, you don't. Two balls, no strikes with 2 out. The pitch. Strike called, and the count is 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out. Top of the 7th inning. White Sox looking for more. Fluharty is set, looks at second. And the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a foul out of play, and the count's even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Top of the 7th. And the pitch on the way is low and outside, and the count's full 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here in the top of the 7th inning, White Sox leading 3-0, looking for 2 out of 3 north of the border. The payoff pitch, a swing and a looper foul, left side, will do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes to Sam Antonacci. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Antonacci's gone, and so are the White Sox. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch. White Sox 3, Blue Jays nothing. Back after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Scoreboard update as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, and they were honoring Joe Carter and the 92-93 back-to-back champions, and what a jacket. What a jacket for Joe Carter. He of the walk-off home run that was called by Tom Cheek, where he said, "Touch them all, Joe." Great, great moment. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. will lead off the bottom of the 7th. Scoreboard update sees the Dodgers lead the Yankees 3-1. They're in the top of the 5th. Rays over the Red Sox 1-0. They're in the top of the 2nd. Mets put 3 on the board in Philadelphia. They lead 3-0. They're in the top of the 2nd. Rangers and Braves, the Braves up 1-0. As Sean Burke, into his 7th inning of work, delivers a strike call to Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and the count's 0-1. Other scores, Pirates and Guardians are scoreless. They're in the top of the 2nd. Padres and Royals, Marlins and Brewers, Twins and Cubs, Reds and Rockies start later. The other 3 games are warming up. Nationals and Athletics go later. And our game of the night, Dodgers and Yankees in game 2 of a split doubleheader. There's a strike at the top of the zone. And the count is now even. Vladdy Jr. is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. The pitch. Swing and a miss in the count. And that's it. He struck out. I lose track of the count, and I apologize for that. So 1 down in the 7th. White Sox leading 3-0. And Okamoto now stands at the plate, righty against righty. From the line, here's the pitch. A strike called on the outside corner. The count's 0-1. Remember, if you all can drop a donation to help my beautiful wife, Jodi, that would be appreciated. Kazuma Okamoto is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. And the second stream I will do tonight for that purpose will be Dodgers and Yankees from Yankee Stadium. Next one, high, 1 ball, 1 strike. I wanted to get this one in because, and I know she doesn't like baseball, but I wanted to lift her spirits with her hearing me on the air. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2 to Kazuma Okamoto. Man's the hot corner for the Blue Jays. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down in the inning. 5th strikeout for Sean Burke. Rhino, to answer your question, I will just say there's a lot going on. And there's a lot that I need. Here's a strike and the count's on 1. I don't want to say too much out of respect to her request, but this is for her. From the windup, here's the 0-1 to Dalton Varsho, and that is popped up foul out of play, and the count is 0-2. Bottom of the 7th inning, 3-0 White Sox. From the windup, here's the pitch. Low, bounce in front of the plate. Romo able to keep it in front of him, and the count is 1-2. Blue Jays only have 1 hit to this juncture, and we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Burke is ready. From the chest high line, he delivers a swing to line drive base hit in the center field. That's their first hit since the 2nd inning. So they get a runner aboard with 2 down. And that's going to be it for Sean Burke. He goes 6 2/3. He's responsible for the runner at second. Great job by Sean Burke. He not only kept the White Sox in the game, he's kept them in the lead. Speaking of Dr. K, I'm going to go check on her while we have this pitching change, as Big Guy Hudson will come on to pitch. We stay in the bottom of the 7th. White Sox 3, Blue Jays nothing. Pitching change, and we'll be back and tell you the new pitcher after this.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps,
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, they say.
Brian Hudson makes his 43rd appearance. 2.20 ERA. Left-handers are hitting 281 against him. Right-handers hitting 225 against him. The big left-hander will try to end this inning quickly. as Alejandro, the captain, Kirk, will step in. And the first pitch to him is swung on and grounded to second. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. One pitch. And Hudson gets the White Sox through the seventh. Done with 7. White Sox 3, Blue Jays nothing. We're back after this.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters? It's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Mason Fluharty starts the 8th inning. Couple of defensive changes for the Blue Jays. We'll get to those in a moment. And Murakami swings and misses for strike 1. Murakami is 0 for 2. He walked back in the 4th inning. Average is down to 232. 0-1 the count. The pitch on the way, low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So your Savage goes 6. Burke goes 6 2/3 and leaves with the lead. And the starting pitchers are on the hook for the decisions this afternoon. The pitch on the way, high and tight, 2-1 to Murakami. Luzardo Estrada, big right-hander, throwing in the bullpen now for the Blue Jays. Two and 1 to Munataka, and it's outside. 3-1. Dodgers and Yankees tonight on Snowman's version of Sunday Night Baseball. Next one, grounded foul up the first base side. And the count is full at 3-2. Murakami had a hit on Friday and a hit yesterday. White Sox only had 4 hits yesterday, but they're trying to take 2 of 3 north of the border before they go to Texas, beginning tomorrow. Payoff pitch. Swinging a line drive headed to left. Left fielder coming. Got it. 1 down in the 8th. Jonathan Clase makes the catch. Defensive changes. Alejandro Kirk is now the catcher for the Blue Jays. And Brandon Valenzuela moves from behind the plate out to first base. Here is Miguel Vargas, who is 0 for 3. The pitch to Vargas There's a strike on the outside corner. The count's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch on the way to Vargas. Outside, 2-1. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the White Sox. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. As mentioned, the White Sox trying to take 2 out of 3 in the Rogers Center. Next one, swing and a miss, and the count is now even at 2-2. And remember, the White Sox were really scuffling at the start of the season. They had lost 5 out of 6, all on the road, and then the Blue Jays came to town, and the White Sox swept them, including a walk-off win in their home opener. Fluharty is set, and the pitch on the way. Swinging a drive foul, will do it again. And that's the series, in my opinion, that got the White Sox going. That got these kids to start believing in themselves. And since then, they have ridden that all the way to, at present, a first-place tie in the American League Central. And they have the advantage in the season series over Cleveland. The pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly ball into center. Center fielder is under it. He makes the catch, Mr. Dalton Varsho, and there's 2 down in the 8th. So Vargas is retired. 2 down to Colson Montgomery, and Mr. Montgomery provided the first bit of insurance with a long home run into the right field bullpen. So now we have a lefty-on-lefty matchup. The pitch. Bounced foul at the plate for strike 1. Montgomery 2 for 3, a single and a home run. 24th home run of the year for Colson Montgomery. The 0-1 pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. The count's 0-2. And remember, the White Sox do not have any more challenges. They wasted both of those in the 6th inning. The Fever recorded a big win last night over the New York Liberty, down by as many as 13, and they won by 20. 108-88. Kelsey Mitchell had 33 points in the contest. The 0-2 to Colson. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. White Sox go up and out in order in the 8th. The Blue Jays come up trailing 3-0 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
White Sox got 1 in the 4th and 2 in the 6th. They lead 3-0. They've out-hit the Blue Jays 6-2. And Brian Hudson will come on to start the bottom of the 8th inning. He'll face Brandon Valenzuela, who is now at first base. First pitch, swung on a miss for strike one. Oh, and 1 the count. The pitch on the way, swinging a foul. And the count is 0-2. Oh, 2 from Hudson. Swinging a foul out of play again. And the count remains where it is at 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Brandon Valenzuela, who started at catcher, now is at first base and comes home. Low. Oh, they gave it to him. Strike 3 called. But they're going to take a look. Valenzuela says, nuh-uh. I think this is going to get reversed. It is. It is. It was just low. Good challenge by Valenzuela. So the count's 1-2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball into left. Peters is under it. Got it. 1 down. Perez, I beg your pardon, is under it. Got it. 1 down to the 8th. Activity now in the White Sox bullpen. Luis Urias will pinch hit, hitting at 286 in 13 games. He has a couple homers. He's driven in 3. One out, bottom of the 8th inning. Hudson to Urias. Strike called in the outside corner. And the count's 0-1. On 1 the count. The pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And I want to celebrate today for Dr. K because this is the month where she and I met 8 years ago. And she is the love of my life. And I want to help her in any way that I can. The pitch, strike call to the outside corner, and the count is on 1-2. 3-0 White Sox. They were in the bottom of the 8th inning. Luis Urias says, wait a minute. White Sox trying to make it 5 out of 6 against the Blue Jays. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 down here in the 8th. The pitch on the way, a swing and a pop-up foul. Count stays where it is at 1-2. One more piece of trivia as Tyler Rogers and Lazardo Estrada are now throwing in the Blue Jays bullpen. Who is the only player in Major League Baseball All-Star Game history with a grand slam? The pitch, swinging a foul out of play. We'll do it again. He threw him a knuckle curve, and Urias was still able to get a hold of it. Although he did reach for it, it was in on the fists. The pitch on the way, outside, and the count's now even at 2-2. So we're going to try to do the game center for tonight's game between the Dodgers and Yankees, second of a doubleheader at Yankee Stadium. We'll add some trivia. scoreboard updates, all that good stuff. Next one. Yes, he did. First strikeout for Brian Hudson as Arias goes down swinging, 2 down in the 8th. A slider that Arias could not hold up on, and he knew it. So Hudson now faces Jonathan Clase. First pitch. Strike call to the outside corner. The count's 0-1. Clase has struck out twice. And he's down a strike here to big Brian Hudson. 0-1. Swinging a ground ball headed to short. Colson Montgomery with a backhand. On the run. Throws to first in time. Inning over. So Brian Hudson gets through the 8th inning. And the White Sox stand 3 outs away from taking the series. We go to the 9th. White Sox 3, Blue Jays nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Luzardo Estrada will start the 9th. Welcome back. Brian Snow here with you. Estrada making his 9th appearance. Lefties hitting 176 against him. Righties hitting 167 against him. An even 3 ERA as he'll work to Andrew Benintendi. And that's going to be a strike. Alejandro Kirk immediately challenges that. Called a ball on the field. I think this is going to be flipped. It is. And what I like about the ABS system is not only can the television crew see it, but the fans in the stadium can see it also. The 0-1 slapped foul out of play to the left. And the count's 0-2. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the White Sox. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. Luis Arias is now at second base. Ernie Clement takes over at short for Andres the Giant Jimenez. Estrada's pitch, high and wide, 1-2 at 87. Beginning on my birthday is when I'm going to really start getting my weight down. Is a swing and a high pop. Alejandro Kirk behind the plate. Circles. Got it. 1 down in the 9th. I got to ask my Big John from Pure Adrenaline Sports, what is the one thing that the White Sox need more than anything? It's a closer. Because originally the job belonged to Sir Anthony Dominguez, and Sir Anthony just was not cutting it. But even with the struggles that the White Sox have in the bullpen, they've made it work. Here's Braden Montgomery, who's 2 for 3. He takes a breaking ball outside for ball 1. We're in the 9th. White Sox 3, Blue Jays nothing, trying to make it 5 out of 6 on the season against the Blue Jays. Braden Montgomery is 2 for 3, 2 singles, and a run batted in. They appeal at third. They say he swung, and the count's even 1-1. The pitch on the way, a swing and a drive into center field. Going back in front of the track, makes the catch is Dalton Varsho, and there's 2 down. And what I'm also going to have here in front of me when I switch monitors is, well, what I'm going to need in front of me is the defensive alignment. And I want to make sure I always have that in front of me, especially here in studio. When I'm in the booth, I have it written down on paper, and I go with that. Luzardo Estrada will work to Mr. Perez, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. The count's 0-1. Grant Taylor, who could be the White Sox closer going forward, is warming up in the bullpen. Hard throwing right-hander. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and the count's 0-2 to Perez. Junior Perez playing in his 19th game, hitting a .156 with a pair of homers and 4 driven in. The pitch on the way, a swing and a bouncing ball to short. Ernie Clement up with it, the toss to first. In time, great stop by Valenzuela, keeping his foot on the bag, and the inning is over. All right, 3 outs to go, and we'll head to Texas in the lead. At very least, in a tie for the lead. Clement, Lucas, and Guerrero Jr. due up. White Sox 3, Blue Jays nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the
We go to the bottom of the 9th, and Grant Taylor making his 37th appearance. 4 saves and 7 opportunities. Opponents are hitting .201 against him. So he too has blown a few saves, including one in Cleveland, where the Guardians came back to win that game. Ernie Clement will start the bottom of the 9th as the White Sox try to hold on to this game and take 2 out of 3 in the Rogers Center. Here we go. Taylor rocks into the line and delivers a high fastball for ball 1. Bottom of the 9th inning, White Sox 3, Blue Jays nothing. This game started at 12:15. And we're just 2 hours and 15 minutes in. That's a strike. And the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ernie Clement walked in the 6th. He's 0 for 2 on the afternoon, hitting at .293. Taylor from the high set kicks, deals upstairs and outside. And the count is now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 9th inning, 3-0 White Sox. The pitch on the way, swing and a foul down the third baseline. And the count is now even at 2-2. Wish me luck tomorrow, folks, because after I sign off a Snowman in the morning, I am going to knock out this final CDL test and get my place in that class. A swing and a bouncing ball, hit it to third, gotta hurry. Vargas throws, and he missed him because Murakami was off the bag. So good job by Murakami, not compounding it. An infield hit for Ernie Clement, Blue Jays' 3rd of the game. And indeed, Murakami had to fly off the bag. So nobody out and a runner aboard here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Clement leads away from first. Nathan Lucas is at the plate. And the pitch to Nathan is bunted up the third base line. Stick it in your back pocket. 2 on, nobody out for the Blue Jays. White Sox put the shift on, and Lucas says, take that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And this is what scares me about the White Sox going forward is their bullpen. Taylor threw him a fat curveball, and Taylor knew what to do with it, especially since they had the shift on. So now you have the tying run at the plate and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who was the designated hitter. So everybody up in the Rogers Center. Where things are just about as complicated as they can get. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the 9th inning. Blue Jays are 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position in this series. That came yesterday. The first pitch to Blatty is swung on and driven into right center field. Braden Montgomery coming on, and he makes a sliding catch. Hang a star on that. Throw to third is not in time, so they'll have runners at the corners, 1 out, but they do have the double play in order to get the heck out of here. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets credited with a sacrifice, moving Clement to third. Not out of the woods yet, but you get a big bopper. You keep a big bopper off the bases. Inside-out swing by Vladdy, just like his daddy. And Braden Montgomery made a terrific sliding catch. Hang a star on that. Here is Kazuma Okamoto with 1 out in the 9th inning. Taylor looks at first. Now comes set. Kicks and fires. A swing and a bouncer foul. Third base side for strike 1. Okamoto is 0 for 3. He lined out, he popped out, and he struck out. Oh, and 1 the count to Okamoto. And the pitch on the way is grounded to short. This should do it. Second 1, return 2, a double play, and that's a White Sox winner. 6-4-3 on that White Sox twin killing. Montgomery to Antonacci to Murakami, and the White Sox indeed take 2 out of 3 north of the border in Toronto, and it'll be a good plane ride to Texas. Your final score this afternoon, the White Sox 3 and the Blue Jays 0. We'll come back with a post-game show after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Time for the post-game show, and it's a White Sox winner, 3-0 over the Toronto Blue Jays. The White Sox take 2 out of 3 in the Rogers Center and make it 5 out of 6 on the season. They moved to 52-46. They maintain their top spot in the American League Central. For the Blue Jays that continued to languish, they are now last in the AL East at 46-53. Final totals on the board look like this. For the White Sox, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 4 left on base. And for the Blue Jays, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They also left 4 on base. Sean Burke is your winner. He is 7-4. Trey Savage is the loser. He is 4-5. Greg Taylor picks up his 5th save of the year in 8 attempts. Your scoring recap goes like this. Andrew Benintendi got the scoring started on a sacrifice fly to Dalton Varsho that brought home Miguel Vargas, making it 1-0 White Sox. Then the White Sox added a little bit of insurance in the 6th inning when on a 1-2 pitch, Colson Montgomery blasted a home run to right center field. That made it 2-0. And then Braden Montgomery, though he was caught in a rundown, singled on a sharp line drive to center fielder Dalton Varsho that brought home Andrew Benintendi. And that's it. 3-0, your final score of today's White Sox coverage game. We'll be back later tonight. I'm going to do another stream for my beautiful wife, Jodi, and for my family. Dodgers and Yankees from the house that Jita built. We like to call it the new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. White Sox back with you. I'll be back tomorrow with the White Sox, and I'm diving into my White Sox coverage. I started it early in the year. Haven't done it for a while, but that does not mean I have not followed them, which I have. So we're going to get back into it. And tomorrow they go to Texas to face the Texas Rangers. 7:05 is 8:05. I beg your pardon, not 7:05. 8:05 is the first pitch time for the next 3 today, tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday, though Tuesday may be in the air because Tuesday is my birthday, and I think a few people got something planned for me. So we will definitely let you know. We'll be back later tonight with the Dodgers and the Yankees from the house that Jeter built. Final score one more time here. White Sox 3, Blue Jays 0. The White Sox moved to 6 games above 500 and maintain their lead in the American League Central. We're also going to add a few more scenes to this to make some better transitions. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon. Truncated broadcast, yes, but was able to get this one in just like I did on Friday with my buddy Big John from the Pure Adrenaline Sports Network. And I will see you guys later tonight. 6:45, I beg your pardon. 6:45 is the start time for our pregame. We'll start our countdown at 6:30, and then 7:20, I'll have the first pitch from Yankee Stadium. My name is Brian Snow. For everybody here with the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network, including the lovely Dr. K, my engineer, Victor Locke, our studio producer is Shane Lake, and our coordinating producer is the lovely Jodi Snow. Thanks, everybody. We will see you tonight from Yankee Stadium. So long, everybody.
The preceding has been a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.